Oh, look at this. That is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
And then just turn it.
Yeah, the IKEA beams. They're telescopic, which is handy. So
Here you can see the join there.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that. Helps if you remove all the bolts. That was stupid. Hi and welcome back to the channel. Now when I first bought Mary, I had a lot of people say to me that I was crazy buying a Mercedes Sprinter from a salvage yard. After all, my Sprinter was destined for the breaker's yard. If I hadn't have bought her, then that's probably where she would have ended up. But at the time I was pretty broke and I was looking for a real bargain, and that's exactly what I got. I got a Mercedes Sprinter with aircon and being automatic for less than £2.5 grand. It was a gamble, but because I have a mechanical background, it was one I was willing to take. And sure enough, over the last 3 years, I've been working on my van, getting it mechanically right, and I think I finally solved all the problems that I inherited when I brought Mary. Now one thing I did get lucky with, and that is Mary has been completely undersealed, and it looks like she's been done from when she was brand spanking new, so there's very little rust underneath Mary. Although her bodywork sometimes looks a little bit shabby, it's only surface rust, and as long as I take care of it, I think Mary's going to last for a few years yet, and I'm really not worried about rust issues on this van. But saying that, at the end of every winter, I still like to give Mary a thorough good clean, get the jet wash out, get underneath and wash away all that salt and all that grit that's built up underneath her over the winter period. After all, here in the UK, they do tend to get a bit carried away with the salt and the grit that they put on the roads. Then once I've given them a good clean, we'll go into the workshop and take a look at what's going on in the chicken shed. There we go, that's Mary, all nice and clean. All the salt has been washed off of her, so now she's done. I'm going to take her into the workshop. There's a few jobs and bits and bobs I want to do on her, and whilst we're in the workshop we'll have a quick catch up with AD and take a look at his camper van conversion. He's made amazing progress over this week. I'm really excited to show you the inside of his van. It really is something quite unique. And also we've got a new Patreon, Steve, that has come here to work on his van. So right, let's get my van inside the shop and I'll introduce you to our new Patreon, Steve. Yeah. Fill up my water tank. Makes perfect sense, right? Oh, that's it, she's filled. Oh, I think we'll put the hose on her. That's better. Oh, stops it. Okay, so here we are back in the workshop, and I think I might have timed this just right.
Lunchtime! Not the keto diet. Yeah, very good. At yourself?
Yeah, no good for keto, not if you're having potatoes. But I can smell something else rather keto friendly.
We've got a bit of spag bol going.
Spag bol sounds good, just can't have the spag. I can have a bit of bol though.
Have a look at the on the bench. You'll be interested to see what's spinning.
Right, let's have a look, see what's spinning on the bench, shall we? Got a feeling I'm going to like this. I think you're going to like this as well, because I know that he's been working on his rotating. Yeah, yes, he's been working on his rotating solar panel. Look at that, he's left it going. Absolute genius. So what he's done, he's got this rotating part of a Lazy Susan, I think it's called. And he's fixed this wheel and motor to it. So this is where his solar panel is going to fix on his roof. And not only is it going to rotate, it's also going to have it so it can angle towards the sun as well. And the idea is he's going to have his solar panel angle and then rotate for the best position towards the sun. It's spinning around quite nicely, the right speed.
Yeah. Speed.
You pleased with it?
Yeah, so far so good. Need to tighten up the wheel and the wheel in contact with the Lazy Susan, and then that'll work.
It seems to be working all right.
Yeah.
It's a bit heavy duty though, that framework.
Yeah, well, you're going to build it, overkill it.
Yeah, it won't blow off the roof, that's for sure. No. Just the weight of it alone to keep it up there. Can I have a quick look at your van?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, let's have a look at his van. He's He's made amazing progress in since I was last here, which wasn't that long ago. 4 days, I think. Last time I was here was like literally 4 days ago. Now I'm going to have to put the light on for this. Bear with me. Look at this. There you go. He really has put a lot of work in, a lot of thought into this. There's his electrical panel there. All his electrics are going to go there. I do like this wood that he's using. Look at the wheel arch covers. Brilliant. That's really coming on well. Let's go and see what sort of wood that is. I can't remember what it was. It's something special, and he's going to paint it as well. He's not going to use that horrible grey carpet. He's actually going to take the time to paint that. It's some kind of special waterproof MDF type stuff. What's that wood called? The MDF stuff? Is it waterproof as well?
It's water resistant.
Oh, water resistant.
MR, moisture resistant. MDF, medium density fiberboard. Yeah, medium density fiberboard. Yeah, and then the other stuff I'm using is tricoya, which is waterproof MDF.
Right.
And lunch is ready.
Did you get that? Oh, look at that. That looks nice.
Absolutely amazing. All thanks to Steve. Have you introduced Steve?
Yeah, our new resident.
Our new resident?
Our new Patreon, Steve. Let's go and talk to Steve, the chef.
The chef, yeah.
It's not really a chef, he's actually a heavy plant driver. Alright Steve, you okay to be on camera?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. So this is Steve. And funny enough, he grew up in the same neck of the woods as me, but we're not going to talk about that because it's probably the worst time of my life. We had a little chat about it earlier. So what's your plans then, Steve? Are you going to live in this full time?
Yeah, I'm actually living it full time at the moment anyway.
Really?
Yes.
And it's not even built yet?
No, it's it. I've got a bed there.
Jeez.
So yeah, I've just moved down here, moved to this place yesterday from a campsite, which I couldn't do anything on.
Very restrictive on
Exactly,
campsites.
yeah,
They don't like you getting your chop saws out and stuff.
Yeah, not wrong. So, yeah. So,
Can we have a quick look at what you've done?
Yeah, by all means, yeah.
Let's have a look. Because that's what we want to see. We want to see what's going on. Oh look, he's got a Netgear Nighthawk, the same as me. I've noticed you've got the same aerial as well for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, well I had one of those pointers on the motorhome that we had before, so I thought I'd stick with what I know.
Yeah.
And they're excellent, they really are excellent. So
using Kingspan insulation?
Yep, 25mm. I've got sound deadening all around the van. It's going to be UPVC cladding.
Oh right, yeah.
With lights, the little dimmer lights inside, inset.
And how long have you been working on this van so far?
I bought it in August.
It's not long then.
Not really, no.
You've done well.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Good progress. And you've got your bed as well. I noticed you've got your bed on those IKEA slats.
The IKEA beams.
Let me come around the other side so we can show people what and tell them what they are.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with this system. I've got to say it is, and it looks really lightweight as well. Yeah, look at these IKEA, just IKEA are they?
IKEA, yeah, the IKEA beams. They're telescopic, which is handy, so they can adjust to whatever.
You can see the join there.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And you just used riv nuts.
Yes, onto the with the Renault Master van, you've got a main strut there, and that's about it. So that's the only place I could put the riv nuts in. It's a little bit high for me because I'm a bit of a short arse, but
you need the height to get stuff underneath.
Yeah, but it makes for a good sized garage.
Look at that. Plenty of nuts in there as well, holding it up.
Oh, it's not going nowhere.
No. And these are IKEA slats as well.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. So what advice would you give to anyone considering building a camper van?
Watch Mel's videos.
Thank you very much.
Give him a thumbs up for this one and subscribe to the channel as well.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
He's got a wealth of information on there, believe me.
Cheers buddy, that's very kind of you.
You're welcome. I'll put the fee in later on.
Well there you go, we're going to leave Steve to it, and apparently you cooked some spaghetti bolognese earlier.
I did, yes. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go and sample some of that now.
Yeah, well. I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
See you mate, take care.
There you go, that's Steve. We'll pop back later on in the week and see his progress. There you go, his aerial's a little bit unconventionally fitted, but he's just up there with a bit of tape apparently. It's just fitted just for now. Right, I'm starving. I think it's time for a coffee and join Adi. Join Adi for some lunch. Well, that's lunch taken care of, and I've got to say that was absolutely delicious. So thanks to Steve for providing me with such a lovely lunch. Really appreciate it. Now, back to my van. Now, as you can see, my van is a medium wheelbase, and the one reason I like having a medium wheelbase van is because I can actually get more weight in my van. Because there's less van, it means there's more room for heavier stuff. Hope that makes sense. Anyway, because I like to do scuba diving, I do actually carry quite a lot of weight in my van. After all, I carry lead weights. So I've come to realise that I've got a tow bar fitted to my van that I never use. And when I googled it, it turns out this tow bar weighs almost 24 kilos. 24 kilos I'm carrying around that I don't need to. So today I'm going to be taking off my tow bar, saving a little bit of weight on my van. Well, a little bit of weight, quite a lot of weight. And one of the other things I want to address today are these side marker lights. You can see mine aren't very, well, they're pretty well shot, they're knackered. The lens is actually missing off of this one, even though it's got an orange bulb. And because it's got an orange bulb, I just about scraped through the MOT, but it did leave an advisory. So I need to change these side marker lights. I did a bit of research and I've actually found some LED ones. So I'm going to change these today. I'm going to change my front side lights as well to LED lights, just to make the van a bit more brighter and visible in these winter months. Right, so without further ado, get my overalls on and see if I can get this tow bar off. Hopefully them bolts aren't rusted too much. Well, as it turns out, that was really simple to do. Well, it is really simple to do because at the end of the day, there's only 4 of these rather large bolts, each side of the tow bar, going through holes in the chassis. And it looks like them holes have been there since the van was manufactured, so a really simple thing to remove. Also, I need to remove the actual ball of the tow bar because I want to disconnect the electrics from the tow bar, but I'm not going to disconnect the electrics from the van itself. I'm simply going to tidy them up and attach them underneath the van and leave them there, just in case I ever do decide to put the tow bar back on the van, if ever I do need to tow anything. Also, at a later date, I'm going to tap into these tow bar electrics and fit some lights to the very top of my van on my roof rack, so I've got some high side lights and high brake lights. And it's going to be really simple to wire those lights into the tow bar electrics. Now the electrics are held to the tow bar via cable ties, so I'm simply going to just cut those cable ties, then that should free all the electrics from the tow bar, allowing me to remove it. So this is a big chunk of metal I'm taking off of here as well. I'm quite pleased. That's my old pipe. That doesn't do anything, that can go as well. So let's see, I've still got my bike lock on there. I used my axe to knock these nuts loose. Put that away. Right. Let's see how heavy this actually is. Now I need to get underneath the van, pull these bolts out. I've taken the nuts off, so it's just a matter of getting underneath, pulling them out and dropping it down on my chest. Wish me luck. Maybe I should have undone these nuts each side as well. I'm certainly going to have to undo them if I put it back. Oh, hang on, maybe I should have took that bolt out too. There's always one, isn't there? Helps if you remove all the bolts. Makes it a lot easier. There we go, that is a chunk of metal. Yeah, that is really heavy. So I'm glad I've removed that. It's going to make Mary a little bit lighter. There you go, not only am I losing weight, so is Mary. We'll move that to one side. Tell you what, that is surprisingly heavy. That is a chunk of metal, that is. Are we going to weigh it? Oh, that's a good idea. Adrian's just come over with some scales. So what we'll do, I'll weigh myself first.
Yeah, they are now.
Diet's not working.
Still calculated.
Oh, is it? Well, let's try it again. Oh, it's them flash ones that do your BMI as well. I don't like the fact they're made of glass. That's a worry, isn't it? So we've got 87.6 kilos. That's how much I weigh with my clothes on. Right, so I'll pick this up.
You're working on it.
Yeah, I did.
That's it, tap him.
That's it. 108 exactly. What's that? Do the maths. So it's literally 20 kilos of weight I've just taken off my van. I've been carrying that weight around since I've had Mary. So there you go, if you've got a tow bar fitted to your van and you don't use it, then I highly recommend remove that tow bar. Save yourself 20 kilos. That's 20 more kilos you can put in your van. Brilliant. Thanks for the scales, Adrian. Who'd have thought it? A set of scales in a workshop.
Well, I did say I got everything.
He did say that as well. Brilliant. Have a look at this. I know it looks a bit of a bodge, but... So there you go, that's where my tow bar electrics have ended up. I'm going to leave them there, like I said earlier, just in case I do actually want to use these electrics to fit high lights on the top of my van. And also, if ever I decide to put the tow bar back, they're there, nice and handy, ready to go. Right, let's find all these nuts and bolts and put them somewhere safe. They're all over the place. Oh dear. Quite a few. Oh, there's one right over there. How did it get that far away? I'm going to put all these nuts and bolts back into the actual tow bar so I know exactly where they are. Keep everything in one place. I think that'll be fine up there. Now the big question is, what does it look like without the tow bar? I bet it looks quite different, really, I'd imagine. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks so much cleaner without the tow bar. It definitely looks like there's something missing now. I guess I'm going to have to remember I haven't got my bump stop anymore when I'm reversing. I'll have to be a bit more careful, that's all. I'll definitely like that. That looks so much better now with no tow bar. Looks so much cleaner. And obviously it's going to be a lot lighter too. Talking about lights, let's get on and fix the lights on Mary. Now old Mary here, she's got what's called CAN bus system. What that basically means is, if any light bulbs go, I'll get a light on my dashboard warning me that those lights have gone. And I've actually got a light on my dash saying side repeater light is out. And I've just checked the lights, you can see I've got one side repeater light on there. Those two are definitely not working, they are definitely out. So I've gone and bought some really cheap LED side repeater lights off of eBay. And it says on the listing that they are CAN bus compliant, but they were really cheap, so I'm a little bit doubtful whether they actually are CAN bus compliant. So I'm going to fit one of those now and see if my dash light goes out. But actually, I'm going to fit two of them. Wish me luck. Now it is only the bulbs that are gone. It could be quite simple just to change this bulb, but I do rather like the look of these LED ones, so let's give them a go. Okay, so I'll take the bulb out, plug that in where the bulb come out. Oh, that's it. Oh yeah, look at that. They're smart, they are. I like them. What I'll do is now try and get them back in the hole. There's not a lot of room. Fit. Yes.
Excuse me, gents.
I like that. What's up, mate?
Can I have a hand?
Yeah, of course you can. Just going to give Adi a hand.
What's up, buddy? Can I have a lift? Steve, if I pass this down to you and Mel, could you both put it on those 2 blocks of wood and stand up against the post? Over this side, Steve.
That's a heavy solar panel you've got there.
It's a little one.
Easy.
And then around.
You got brackets for it?
No, this is why I'm going to figure out how to do it now.
Still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Fits. Well, leave you to it.
Thanks.
I'm going to go and do my lights.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. If you're interested in where I got these from, I will leave a link in the description to where I bought these from on eBay. purely for your convenience. Ow, that was stupid. That was hot. Bugger that. I think that looks really smart. Right, let's do the other side. Sorry?
They look quite smart.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? I'm really pleased with those.
How much they work out?
I'll be honest with you, I bought them so long ago, I can't remember. I think it was around about 30 quid, 40 quid.
For 6?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
There's a few companies on eBay doing them.
Yeah.
The prices were all over the place.
Right.
And this company, they were selling them like as a 6-pack.
Okay.
And they come in boxes of 2.
Yeah.
And because like if you bought 6, it worked out cheaper.
Yeah.
That's why I went with this company. And it did say in the listing that they were CAN bus compliant as well. But they were the cheapest listing. That's why I was a bit dubious, like, are they CAN bus compliant or not?
Yeah.
Will I still have a warning light on my dashboard telling me that my side repeater lights don't work?
Yeah.
But we'll find out in a minute. Now we all know what it's like when you're on eBay searching for stuff, like I was when I was looking for these nice LED lights to go down the side of my van. I also spotted these LED lights, these little side light bulbs. They're only $4.99. That's the standard bulb on this side. Take a look at the other side. I'm pretty impressed with this. Look how much brighter my side lights are now. That's the LED light. That's the standard light. Brilliant. Well, I think Mary's looking sharp as a pin now. Look at that. She's got her nice new side lights, nice new side repeater lights. Let me just shut this door so you can get the full effect. There you go. Look at that. Fantastic. I'm really pleased. But the big question is, are they actually CAN bus compliant? Will I get any warning lights up when I go to start Mary up? So let's jump in the cab, switch her on and see, shall we? Side marker lamps. That could even mean one of them's not working. No, they're all working. Oh, I've got a backlight out. Backlight's working. Number plate lights are working. Those 3 are working. That one's working. They're working. There you go. It looks like they're not CAN bus compliant. Didn't think they would be at that price. Oh well, I'll just have to turn the light off on the dashboard, won't I? Because I'm definitely not changing them. I know they work, even if my Sprinter doesn't. So Adrian's just called us. He says, gentlemen, come and have a look at this. We think he may have got his solar panel working, or his solar panel system. Oh, look at this. That is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. And how fast does it go up and down?
I need to change the clamping system. I can't take it up and down very easily at the moment.
Right.
That's for tomorrow, or later on today.
That's great.
There you go.
It's all right.
So you can tilt that up,
yes,
and spin it towards the sun.
And then I can see from my phone the wattage as it goes up, and then I can stop it.
Yeah, so you can monitor the wattage, sitting in your van.
And then just turn it.
That's fantastic, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Well, there you go. Hopefully you found this video mildly entertaining, slightly informative. If you did, then don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you want to see Adrian's tilting, swivelling solar panel in its final stages, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra for now.